All right. Well, here we are, guys. Blue Ridge's third anniversary show. Welcome all. Guaranteed at least 25 giveaways in this stream. Hello, Lawrence. How you doing, sir? Good evening. Happy Friday. Hey, Nikki. How are you? Thank goodness it's Friday. I couldn't agree more, JJ. 2 cents. How you doing? Happy Friday. Yeah, 3-day weekend. Happy Memorial Day. I know in our neck of the woods, we have a couple water parks that are opening this weekend. My daughter's ready to go. Man, the myth, the legend. Where is he? Did I miss him? Yeah, we have a Golfland Sunsplash. Yeah, that Nintendo Entertainment System back there, that's the NES Classic Edition, the one that they released like 10 years ago, somewhere around there. So it's a miniaturized version of the OG NES. So I have the classic, and I also have the regular one from way back in like 1985, 1986. Hey, believe it or not, I've never had one of the cleaner cartridges. I've had a couple of the Game Genies. You guys know what that is. You can kind of cheat your way through any game with that thing. Yeah, I've never had any of the cleaners. Hey, Fish Hooks. Good to see you. What up, Ricky? I actually have raw Morgans. I got raw Morgans tonight. I sold a OGH Rattler Carson City this morning. That was my only extra, I guess you could say, slabbed Morgan. It was all right. It's a mid-state 63, 83 cc. Nothing crazy, I would say. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure, Buck Mild. So we're for those of you that are interested in the summer webinars, we're still kind of hammering out a few of the kinks. Most notably the hosting website for the webinars. We're having a little issues with that, but it should be resolved by this weekend. So Monday we'll have the links ready to go if you guys are interested in those. Probably will. That's right in the wheelhouse of what goes in the MMR. Coins like that. All right, so while we're waiting on the givvies, I do have a couple slabs, actually. I have that whole box there. It's full. So we're going to go through that. Plus another couple odds and ends. So yeah, I do have slabs. I got a few buy it nows. These should go pretty quickly. Anytime I get these, they usually blow out of here. I have 4 2000 Philly Sackage away $1 OBW rolls. Popular because you can find the Wounded Eagle in those. I have 1 2000D, probably going to be the cheapest out of them all. And then a rare one, a 79S, Susan B. Anthony. Roll. I think there's probably all of one or two online. They're not particularly cheap. And this one is wrapped. All right. First, we'll go into Gargab. Gargab, congrats, my friend. Well done. All right, we got another one up there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the buy now. They shouldn't last. They usually don't, for a couple of those very reasons. And I have 4 of the 2000 Phillies. That's it. Ben, they're going to be in the buy now store. I'm about ready to throw the first one up there. Just double checking to make sure I got everything all correct here. All right, first one is up for the 2000 Philly rolls. All right, I have the 2000 Denver roll up there. That one shouldn't last. It's actually a much tougher deed than it sounds, because a lot of them did get cracked open back in the day. Let's see. And then the ever rare 79S Susan B roll. Don't you all go fight for that one. That one is a toughie. Yeah, Indigon, it did. Yes, I have that. All right, the Susan B. Anthony roll is up. I think that's it for buy nows for now. Yeah, that one disappeared quickly. We are down to 1 Philly roll, 1 Denver roll. It won't last the night, for sure. Yeah, one more remaining each. The 2000D roll and the 2000P roll. We got about a minute remaining on giveaway number 2. We are stair-stepping our giveaway. So we're starting out with these beautiful gem 23 Denver Kennedys. And then we are going to be progressing up to more of the new Idaho goldbacks. And we're going to be giving away some of the bigger denoms too. So we got the quarters, the halves, and the dollars that we're going to be giving away a few of those. Yeah, Baker man, we are fighting for you as well, my friend. Tiz, you did make it. Oh, and I'm going to throw this up on to buy now, too. That is 45 silver war nickels. Melt is $191 on that. So let's do something pretty enticing for you guys. Hey, JJ, look at that. My man, winning one there. You sly dog, you. All right, awesome deal on this. You want silver cheap? There it is. It is up. I'm not shy about doing a pretty good discount on that one there. Hey, Drew Bob. Well, right now our giveaways consist of the first like 5 or 6 are nice gem 2023 Denver candy $50, and then we're going to step it up to these guys here. Some of the new Idaho goldbacks. And then we also have some of the bigger denoms too. So we'll be giving away some of these here. Guaranteed 25 giveaways tonight. I think somewhere in the mix, we're also going to be giving away this as well. Franklin Mint Bicentennial Medal with the certificate. That large hunkin' thing of bronze, which is like mostly copper. Pretty cool, huh? So from 1975 is that one there. So it's got presidents, it's got celebrities. You see Babe Ruth right there. Einstein, I believe, is in there, along with a number of well-known, distinguished individuals. And there's a list of all the people on the medal. So we'll sneak this one in at some point here tonight. Pretty cool one there. You're the man $50. Not enough to get a soda these days. Used to be. So once we do this third giveaway, then we're going to go ahead and roll in here. We got roughly about 70 items tonight. Shouldn't be too bad. You guys will get most of your evening back, of course. I hope to be on no longer than 2 hours. That is the goal for tonight. All right, we got 3 items in the Buy Now store. We got one more of the 2000 Phillies Sacagawea rolls. Again, we're hunting the Wounded Eagles. Folks have found those out of the rolls that I have sold, and these are the OBWs. There's also a 2000D Sacagawea roll. And there is also the roll of Silver War Nickels. Over $50 under melt on that. Pretty good deal. If you're looking to stack a little silver for a lot cheaper than you what normally would, that's a pretty good deal there. Oh, Styron, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. we got a nice mix. From cents all the way up to dollars. And then we have a full PCGS slab box there, full of slabs that we're going to offer as well. Oh, you're welcome, Gold Digger. Dale B, congratulations. I think we're good to go, right? Let's go ahead and fly tonight. I want to thank you guys for popping in on this special 3rd anniversary show. Much appreciated. Let's go ahead and give away one of the first goldbacks over here. So this is the new design Idahos. These are the quarters, and they are the Alpha edition. So let's go ahead and start things off there with that on that giveaway, and then let's go ahead and get it on here. All right, so I only have one of these. 2009 S LP1 Lincoln Birthplace, and as you guys know, these proof versions are made out of copper. They brought copper back for 1 year for the 100-year anniversary. They are quite popular, and unfortunately, I only have one. All right, $1 start, 15 seconds, and there you go. That one is live. Yeah, it's been a year and 2 months. So March was my actual month of anniversary. Hard to believe it's been 3 years. You were bidding on a 2009 S proof copper LP1 Lincoln Birthplace. All right, now let's go into Mr. Bakerman. Thank you there, my friend. We also have the LP2 Formative Years. There you go. That one's live. 2009 S. Hair not included. Dog hair. You pay extra for that. Only 2 more items in the Buy Now store. More likely will not last the stream, I would imagine. All right. Now I'm going to a Little Creek. Little Creek coins with the second item of the night. Okay, we got the early professional LP3. There you go. That one's live. And as you can guess, we only have one of each for tonight. 2009 S. Professional years. Hope everyone's having a great night. Just to let you guys know, not really sure when the next stream will be. I'm going to imagine it's going to be, hey, nice one there for $3. I'm going to imagine that it's probably going to end up being a couple weeks out, because I could certainly use a little bit of a break. You know, there was a good break before this show, but you know, as we're getting ready for the workshops and seminars for next month, it's probably likely that we'll have maybe at the most 3 shows. Give you guys a little bit of a break. All right, final one here. LP4 Presidency, 2009 S in copper, 1 year shot. Hey David, can you send me a message, because I'll forget and I don't have a piece of paper to jot your name down. But send me a quick little ping. Just let me know. Hey, can you send me one of those? Because I do have some. I have plenty of them actually. We will have an advanced class, small town. It's going to be in July. Just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, the classes that we're going to be doing for our debut is going to be on June 20th. We're doing 3 classes. They're going to be back to back to back on the same day. The first one's going to be Introduction to Numismatics 101. The second one is going to be a class on coin roll hunting. And then the third one is going to be Coin Grading 101. So we did 101 because there will be a 102, kind of like a step up class. And then we're going to have other different types of advanced classes like cherry picking and various other things like that as well. So, Stray Man, there you go. You got yourself one of the new Idaho goldbacks. Very beautiful design, by the way. There you go. Congratulations. Okay, there you go. The silver roll is sold. And we are down to our last 2 rolls in the buy now store. If you want to add something nice to your sealed equity pool, those are beautiful, highly recommended rolls there. Oh, thank you, Indigon. Thank you. It's going to be myself, Shannon Smith, and Adam Chambers. We're going to be the professors, not Soras. Here's a nice toned 1963 proof Lincoln scent. This one was actually in an album, so it promoted some nice little red toning there on the edge, as you can see. Nice little look to this one. There you go. That organ is amazing. Yeah. If it's the 37D, yeah, that one is it looks better in hand. And you agree. You agree on that one. I was a little bit half and half on whether or not I was going to keep it for myself or sell it, but in good fashion for the business I'm in, I can't get high on my own product. Some of it I can, but I have to kind of pick and choose. All right, I'm going to Mr. Divine. Thank you, sir. Lot number 5. What is this thing? I don't remember putting that one in there. No, that one does not go in there. We got 1954 S over S. This is RPM number 4. So this is a very nice, strong S over S North, I believe, is what the RPM is for this one here. Kind of crazy looking. I'll show it to you here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one there. Yeah, check this one out. There you go. Pretty easy to see the secondary estimate north, just a twinge east of the primary there. This is a nice XF version. So we'll start this one at $1. Problem free too. No weird unsightly carbon spots. Just a good solid all around kind of chocolatey brown. RPM is Repunched mint mark. Repunched mint marks occurred before 1990 when mint employees were tapping the mint mark independently into the working dies using a hammer and a small punch. After 1989, they integrated it into the actual master hub as part of the regular design. So there was no need to tap in mint marks in there anymore. All right, Zachra, there you go. Congratulations. This is actually a nice one. So we got a couple really, really nice red Lincolns here. My lighting is kind of funky, but this is a 38S. If you want a nice earlier date coin right there, beautiful luster, nice look to it. This is a great one here. Yes, yeah, I did send it out. You should have gotten it by now, or it might be Monday or Saturday rather. I sent it priority mail with a signature. I sent it out Tuesday. So I sent it out Tuesday. It should have gotten there by now, I would say. So if you haven't received it today, tomorrow is probably more likely the date. If you need it, I'll get you a tracking number. All right, for Lawrence, there you go, sir. Lot number 7. Here's another beauty. This is a higher price one. So we kind of commingled some of the nicer, higher price pieces in there. So, it's not like we're starting with like a bunch of the cheaper coins. But check this one out. This is a beauty, earlier date, tough as nails date, 21S, Woody, AU58. Unbelievable. This one came out of my PC from long, long, long time ago. All right, Dave. There you go. Winning the $50 there. All right, another giveaway, and then we're going to do another one of the goldbacks there. I mean, Gargab, if it were me, I would. I ended up going for the max at 10, only because I'm gonna give away one or two of them on the Whatnot stream right after we receive them, and then I'm just gonna sit on the rest of them. They're kind of special. It's gonna be the only Lincoln Cent with dual dates on there. It's going to be the only way that you could obtain the business strike version of those coins. If you need to put it like into your collection or album, it has to be from that set, because they're not offering anything else to get that. All right. This one right here, $240. But for you guys, and this day 2 in AU, it's such an amazing one here. Nice solid strike for the day 2, which you don't really see all that often. So we'll start this one at $1. Tons of value here. Very rare, scarce date on its own, but even more so with the wood graining. So if you're collecting this by date, if you're collecting the wood graining at all by date, this is generally one of the stopper dates here. This 23S is another big one. But this one pulled out of my personal collection from probably about 20 years ago. I've had this one for a while. Nice, strong reverse on that, which is not something that you see traditionally on the 21S, kind of like the 22D. A lot of them have the very, very weak reverse strike on them. Yeah, it's a pretty good deal there. I think I probably paid about $100 on it for that 20 years ago. Pricey then, price even more pricier now. All right, see, and just like that, we are on to nickels. Oh, Kingdom, did you just send it right now, or did you send it a few days ago? Earlier today? Okay, I'll check it out after the stream. We're going to be on till about 7 p.m. Pacific, so not too terribly late. I'll be able to take a look at that. And congratulations, by the way, if you have that beautiful set. Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure. So we are in the nickel territory, all right, just like that. So we have a beautiful, very well struck 38D. Okay, much tougher date. Super, super lustrous. It is an amazing gem. Very close to full steps. I'm not going to say it's full steps. It's probably 4 full steps. Of course, you need at least 5. And this has the reverse of 38 with the wavy steps, so it's kind of precarious to begin with. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1 on the 38D. A real beauty. Tougher date, of course, for the series. You guys know. Kingdom, it sounds like you're going to have to twist someone's arm into obtaining that. It's a really pretty set. I've seen a few of them up close. 38D, Jefferson. First year of this series, and an incredible example. Reverse looks as good as the front. Again, we're probably a step away from full steps, but this thing is just, it's a mega coin for the series, especially in this particular condition. As a matter of fact, I believe that the 38D and S and 39D and S are much more desirable at the highest grade levels than a 50D. 50D, a lot of people saved at the highest grade levels because people knew that there wasn't going to be that many produced to begin with, and this is back in 1950. All right, that one going to Lawrence there. Thank you, sir. Nice one. Lot number 9. And there's a new name, Rocks. You won the Idaho quarter goldback. Congratulations. She is a beaut. And these are the Alpha series, by the way. This is the first edition of these. Very nice. It's the first time that they've ever made the fractional denominations. All right, so we'll go ahead and do another one of those there. Yeah, you're welcome. My pleasure, Rocks. All right. Speaking of which, a 50D. Full steps on that one there. And toned as well. So if you're looking for kind of like a few things that really make this one cook, you got the eye appeal, you got the sharp strike. This is a good one here. There you go. That one's live. 50D, the key date of the series. Oh, Lori, hey, thank you. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, we're just over 3 years on Whatnot. So 3 years, 2 months anniversary, I guess you could say. $50 Denver. It's beauty. It's got a nice thick gold skin to it. Little hints of rose as well. It's got a very, very nice looking eye appeal to it. All right. Hey, Linda, how are you? Thank you. Good to see you. Happy Friday as well. Bright, shiny 45S. Not full steps. It is very close, though. Very close. But, you know, in certain cases, close doesn't mean it is. All right, there you go. 45S, beautiful, tougher date with the S mint. Hard to find with a decent strike, of course, as you know, like 44S and 43S. They all kind of go hand in hand. Oh, thanks, Kingdom. And to everyone else also on YouTube Live as well. If you guys are checking out our stream for the first time, welcome. And feel free to come on board. All right, then we'll go into Lawrence. Oh, that's the ticket. I knew we had one somewhere in here, and it's a 43D with full steps, hammered, Beautiful, very well struck. Got a little bit of a toned skin to it as well. Another nice, fine, acceptable example. There you go. It is a gem. 43D. Full stepper. Again, we have a couple items in the buy now. We ended up starting the night with some rolls, and we are down to two rolls. If you're looking for some tantalizing rolls to add to your sealed equity pool, we got two amazing ones in the buy now store. Again, shouldn't last through the night. Usually those sell out every time we have them. We pop them on there, and yeah. Always good to have. Anytime I could find them, especially those 2,000 piece Sacagawea rolls, because our clients have found some pretty amazing stuff, including the Wounded Eagle FS 901 out of there. And every time you find one of those, they travel in groups. Folks find 3 or 4 of them in a roll, and they're $100 a pop. So, congratulations, Lawrence, unlocking the platinum tier. That's a pretty big milestone. Platinum is pretty tough to hit. All right. Now it's tough for any stream. Depending on what kind of hurdles you have to get through to get to platinum or diamond. Wow, that's a name I haven't seen in ages. Zamura. My goodness. How are you, my friend? Congratulations. You won one of the quarter Idaho goldbacks, the brand new ones. There you go. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. We're going to run that one back there with another. All right. And here's a date that's even tough looking for. If you're looking for a mid-state one, a 55D, that is struck pretty well with good, strong luster, because luster is normally not often seen on these. For those of you that collect this series, you guys know 55 Philly and 55D, two tough ones. The Philadelphia is this world's tougher, but there you go, 55D, beautiful example there. Yeah, when the kids are doing sports, it's busy. My daughter's doing swim right now, and then she's gonna be in high school next year, and she's gonna be swimming for the high school. So it's gonna be even more crazier. They're doing meets this year for the first time. So we're doing more traveling, kind of like the early morning. We have to be at another city, an hour away, and it starts at like 6:30 in the morning, kind of stuff. Yeah, I know what you're feeling. I know what you're going through. Again, this is a 55D Jefferson nickel, very tough. This one, well struck, but not full steps. It's again, when you get into the 50s, it's a crapshoot. Yeah, travel ball. Yeah, it's fun though. It's fun, but they throw it on a Saturday. It's like 3/4 of your Saturday's gone because you're out traveling and doing that whole bit. You're like, well, so much for doing some other things, but it's worth it in the end. It gets a kid away from the iPhone, and it gets them doing some exercise and all that stuff. Oh, I got another one of these. Not toned, however. It's another 50D. Let me see what the step situation looks like here. It's close. It's close. It is close. There you go. We don't have any other 50Ds, by the way. So this is it. The other one was toned. This one is not. Very nice. Blast White edition. 50D, key date of the series. Beautiful Gemmy. Of course, we only look for the best. Sometimes I'll acquire full rolls of this date, and yes, they do exist out there. And I end up cherry picking like maybe the 5 best coins out of the 40 because they don't all look great when you buy them in a BU roll. So we know you guys have kind of like this taste that you want. You want the best possible, and we have that here, and the prices to match. All right, going to Teresa. Well done, nice one there. All right, we have a couple biggies here that we threw into the mix. One that you guys have seen before, and another one that it would be the first time that we've ever had this particular date coming up here. But how about this monster? It's 38D, which looks like it could be like a mid-state 67. I pulled this one out of inventory. This is one that I've had for 25 plus years. Going back a long time when I was still able to hunt through BU rolls of this state. And I was a cherry picking savant back in the day. All right, so here we go, 38D, and probably one of the highest grade states, not in a graded holder that you will see. There you go. That one is live. It is the final year of the Buffalo Nickels, and yes, there were a good fair amount of these saved in high grades because of it being the last year and the announcement of the new Jefferson nickels coming out and so on and so forth. So a lot of people did save these, but they weren't all great looking even then. But if you wanted a premium example, look no further. We have it here for you. All right, Eagle Eye, congratulations. You got yourself one of the new Idaho quarter goldbacks. Beautiful, beautiful designed goldback. You will not be disappointed for sure. All right, now I'm going to Lawrence. Thank you, sir. All right, hold on to your butts. This next one is quite insane. And I can't remember the last time I've ever had a mid-state version of this next one. Let's see. We will do next. We only have a couple more of the half dollars. So we'll do that there. And this is, I believe, the last nickel out of the bunch here. And then we got one dime out of them all. A 34 Philly. Pretty insane date. Pretty insane. I put 185, and that's off of mid-state 64, I think. But yeah, this thing is big. This one might even grade even higher than that. Sometimes I have an off day, and I don't. I like to be more on the conservative side with grading, so that way you guys get more value for your buck. But 34 is one of those dates. And a 34D, if I'm lucky enough to find one raw that looks like this, and a 34D, that is huge. They're both huge. All right, yes, we're going to start at $1. 34 Philly, Buffalo Nickel. I'm happy to have this one for the very first time. Yeah, I don't remember what parameters I put for the diamond level. It's not terribly crazy. You don't have to spend $50,000 to get to diamond on my stream. I like some other ones. Like I think Trader B to get to diamond, I think you have to spend somewhere like $50,000. That's a lot of money, and I don't do that many streams. I got to make it kind of obtainable. I don't remember what I put for my diamond tier, but it's not bad. Probably 5,000, somewhere around there. Again, 1934. Amazing later date, kind of condition sensitive key, I guess you could kind of call it. But yeah, I was so happy to find this one here last week. Like I have to have it. Um, believe it or not, we've had more 31Ss in mint state condition than we have 34s. That's just more of a testament to the state. Hey, we only have one dime, but check this thing out. 96W. These were available in the 96 mint sets. A lot of them got plucked out and disappeared forever. We had one of these, I'd say, about a month ago. So we don't get these that often. All right, anyone that wants a beautiful higher grade 96W, here you go. That one's live. So W is West Point. Oh, he doesn't even give rewards. So he doesn't participate in the rewards program? You mean he's not on Blue Ridge Silverhounds level? I'm just kidding, Marco. I'm just kidding. All right, Dave. Hey, well done. Nice one there. Demerit. 29S in VF30. 29S Standing Liberty Quarter in VF30. There you go. That one's live. Problem free as well. In case you're wondering, we have a next one coming up here, or a nice one coming up next. $29S in VF35 or 30. VF30 probably. If he's not selling type coins, yeah, you don't see deals anymore. He does a lot of his own mystery boxes and all that stuff. I mean, if that's a direction he wants to move in, obviously it's a license to print money, but it's not my thing. All right, Kingdom, congratulations on the giveaway win. All right, going to God of Death 2000. Ominous. All right, another half there. We have a 1930p XF40 Standing Liberty. You got some luster in the protected areas. Not too shabby. Nice one there, too. If you wanted a decent Standing Liberty quarter that's not going to break the bank and would look good in your typeset, this is a great candidate. 30 Philly, XF40. Lots of design. And some luster to match. Again, we have 2 BU rolls in the Buy Now stream, or the Buy Now store, for anyone interested. Surprised that they're still both there. They're priced right, and they are good old fashioned OBWs. They're not U.S. Mint rolls. All right, that will go into Mr. Withrow. Thank you, sir. Lot number 19. Ooh, you guys will like this one. 1962 Proof Wash and Quarter Cameo. Not something you see there. Nice frosty devices offset by the nice slick icy fields that you see there. There you go. That one's live. Pretty good one. But yeah, by the way, they usually don't look like this. A lot of them are absent of that frost on there, because it's sandblasted on the dies, and they don't last that long. A few hundred strikes and it literally obliterates any frost that's left over on there. But this one is a cut above the rest there, for sure. 1962 proof cameo. You got a nice reflection there. Could just about read a book off of that, the mirrored part of the fields there. All right, going to Dave. Thank you, Dave. Lot number 20 on the night. All right, this is a nutty one here too. So we have another 1962 proof Washington Quarter toned. It's like a Dr. Peppery kind of tone craziness there. Red. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do this one. There you go. Coppery red flavor. These came out of an older album. I'm suspecting, probably a old library of coins or something to that effect. It's pretty cool. It's very, very cool. Because, proof anything, they tone, sure. And even the silver ones tone. But, they don't all look attractive. You see a lot of kind of like darker toned progressed colors, that russet brown into, the much more darker stuff. Yeah, but that one's pretty cool there. All right, going to JJ. JJ, thank you. Oh, if you think that was gnarly. Oh, yeah, Indigon, I have your variety coming up next here. Check this one out. Zach, look at this thing. It's like staring into the sun, for crying out loud. Man, that thing's wild. Yeah, that one's coming up here at some point. Not too long, because that's $half. And we have one more quarter. There's that 61 D over D. RPM FS 503. Again, I'm going to say it. This is probably the best RPM out of the major three that are FS listed. So, all right, Indigon, here we go, bud. We're going to start this one at $1. You guys are going to be up against some stiff competition. It's unpriced, so it sells for whatever it sells for. There you go. That one's live. And again, it's a beautiful, very choice example. Looks like it was an album. It's got the darker edge on there. Cherry Picker's Guide variety, of course. Tough one too. I've never had this one. I've had a couple of the FS 501s. Don't think I've ever had a 502, and I've definitely never had a 503. Yeah, so definitely new to me, for sure. And this is the only variety that you could appreciate a lot better when it's in this condition. Because if you were scrap hunting, through 90%, and you found one of these, it wouldn't look that impressive because of the condition. All right, Indigon, yeah, a little bit of a fight there, but you ended up with that one. Congratulations, my friend. That one's heading to you. All right, now we're into halves. This is probably crazy. I'm sitting here. I'm doing a quick little count on half dollars, and I think I've had more half dollars today than I ever have compared to some of the other denominations. Um, yeah, it's yeah. Giveaway? What's that? We definitely do need a giveaway. Jeremy Reagan, there he is. Yeah, Jeremy, we're still battling with Facebook to get that other channel taken down. They are not making it easy. Oh, you're welcome, Spectra. Yeah, we did quite a bit of content through COVID. Yeah, a lot of people loved it too. So yeah. Yeah, they're making us do the process of reporting the other channel a certain specific way. So my wife worked on it and she sent it, and let's see. TJ, I do not. Yeah, that's awfully specific, and we get them on occasion, but not nearly enough, especially the newer dates. But thank you for popping by, though. All right, here we are, 1960, Philly, 60p, Franco boy here. All right, there you go. That one is live. $1 start on pretty much everything. I might have one coin, and we might have like a minimum start on there. I don't know. Maybe we'll just go crazy and just buck and go everything. Just bet the farm, sell the farm, right? It is very clear that they're stealing my content, and they're using a picture of my face that is quite possibly the least flattering out there. All right, congrats, band. There you go. Got the first one there. Ban them. I agree. Because obviously it's my voice on these videos. Yeah, when everybody's willing to go to extraordinary lengths to steal your stuff. Absolutely. 63D, another nice BU example there. Okay, that one's live. 63D. Very clean one, too. Those fields are really nice and smooth. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, it can be any more obvious. Like, there is not two of me out there in the world. Maybe voice-wise it comes close, but yeah, there's no one this I'm about as kind of like a real life example of Fred Flintstone as you will ever find. If you meet me in person, I look like the dude. Big head. Just like distinguished voice. How about a tougher date here? 36S, Walking Liberty. That one would be about VF25. Not too bad there. So if you want a tougher date, Walker, there you go. 36S is live. Again, here on Blue Ridge Silverhound, we strive to sell problem-free coins. Unless it's not, then we'll let you know. Oh, Pincher. So you probably have the same affliction as I do. Hats don't fit my head. I have to go to these specialty online shops. If I wanted to get like a 49er hat, I have to order it from them. And it's not even NFL apparel. So it's like, well, what am I getting here? Oh, yeah, that's right. I got to find a hat that fits my noggin. Yeah, the story of our life, right? Nature Boy, woo! There he is. This is an interesting one. It looks cruddy. It's a 43S. Yeah, 43S. Look at that reverse toning. That's kind of wild, right? It almost looks like I don't know. What do you call that? It looks like grill marks on the proverbial veggie burger, I guess you could say. So 43S, it's AU with this like weird odd toning on there. It is quite unique. There you go. It's got the grill marks on the reverse. It is toning. If you dip this would all disappear. It is AU. It's got luster. 43S. Gargab, is that another one for you? All right, for the next one, we'll give away another quarter, whatchamacallit. Yeah, that one sold under belt. Very nice. So you guys were not digging on that particular eye appeal on that one. I'll know for next time. Let's see, lot number 26. There you go. Idaho Goldback for the next giveaway. Oh, Kingdom, my pleasure. Have a great weekend. I'll let you guys know when the next show is going to be. Probably 2 weeks. Oh, 2 cents. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's kind of an oddball. 62 proof. A little bit toned on there. A little bit of frost. I probably wouldn't call it cameo. But there you go. 62 proof Franklin. Kingdom, absolutely. I'm looking forward to chatting with you about it. Yeah, that's a 62 proof Frankie. All right, sold to the highest bidder, JJ. Lot number 27 for you. Let's see, there's another one with a little bit more color. Some of that rose in there. 62, there you go. Mr. Benny over here is looking a little flush. A filled S or kind of like a disappeared S? Because the steel sets, because of their composition, wreaked havoc on the dies. And then something called die basoning happened, which is a type of die deterioration. That's why on some of the dates of Steelies, you see the mid mark and the 4 missing off there, and it's because of that. Oh no, another 62, but with more toning. The toning, just continues to get, more and more apparent there, I guess you could say. 62 proof as a bright red tone spot, by the way, and not carbon. So far under melt there. Melt on these is 27 and some change, in case anyone's wondering. All right, and for Teresa, thank you. All right, so the toning gets a little bit wilder. Okay, we got lots of red here. Another 62 proof. There you go. Yes, we are going to sell. We actually have two Nichols books. We got the Whitman and then we got the Dansko. We're going to sell them in its entirety coming up here pretty soon. We'll probably end up selling all the books here after the $50. All right, Zach, there you go. The Dansko is Jefferson Nichols as well. All right, more red. Look at this thing. Yeah, now we're talking. Yeah, we're getting crazier here. That big kind of like flaming ball of fire is coming up next. By the way, this is the second best of them all. If you liked really wild toning, this is a good one. There you go. That one's live. Jeremy, congratulations. Jeremy, have you had one of the new Idaho goldbacks? Well, now you do. You got one. All right. Lawrence, picking up that nice suite of strawberry pie, or strawberry rhubarb, might I say. And here you go. There it is. That is the flaming ball of fire right there. What else can we say? Oranges and reds and the whole bit. This thing is the heat gets hotter when you get near it. There you go. $1 start. Yeah, I think toning on proof coins, especially one that's as encapsulated as this, they all look funny. I'm used to them on business strike surfaces, where you actually have some of the dye flow for it to kind of grab onto. But if you want a crowd pleaser, you want a nice attention setting proof. This is a proof, by the way. Franklin, 62 proof. Tulsa Steve, there you go. Tulsa Steve from Oklahoma City. Just kidding. There you go. Yeah, they got that big northeast coin show in Tulsa. Next month? We've done that show a couple times. We can't do it this year because our daughter has swim, but yeah, we are definitely doing that again in the future. All right, so we got some singular dates, tougher dates of proof. Franklin's. We have no duplicates, by the way, of these. How about 1960? 1960 proof. Franklin there. There you go. That one's live. If you're looking for another 60 proof after this one, we just don't have it. And then we have a couple very tough dates of proof. Franklin's coming up here in a few minutes. That'll just knock your socks off. 1960. All right, going to 2 cents. Nice blast white version too. Yeah, no toning on these specific single dates here. 58. The older we get, the tougher they get, for sure. There you go. 58 proof, Franklin. .58 proof. Very nice one. Slick. All right, going to Lawrence. There you go. Still a great deal on that, by the way. 56 coming up next. By the way, if you're seeing scratches, it's likely it's just on the holder and not the coin. The coins are magnificent. So a little note there. 56. They're getting pricey. The mintage is getting small too. Yeah, Blast White. If you love your Blast White, yeah, this is a pretty good one. So are the next couple here. I don't think so, Jeremy. There's not a whole lot of good RPMs for the small date version of the 1960Ds. Just on the large dates. All right, now we're entering tough territory. 55. All right, this is where these things get expensive. Um, and we got the first one here. This is actually a very beautiful example. All right, let's do this. There you go. 55, Franklin, proof, of course. Yeah, a scratch, as you see, is on the holder, not on the coin. All right, that one going to Linda. A very nice acquisition there, lot 36. And the last Franklin. And we saved a good one for you here, folks. Dave, congratulations. You got yourself the Goldilocks there. There you go. How about 53? 53 proof. I forgot what the mintage is. It's like, let me see here, because I do not remember. 200,000, somewhere around there. $53 proof, regular proof. Conservatively, 165 in proof 65, which is kind of like a middle of the road grade. In 66, it's 185, and 67, 450. No, 128,800. Yeah, so definitely a tougher one. A little bit of peripheral toning, which is a nice little additional bonus add there. Okay, pricey one here. And a nice scarce date. 53 Franklin. That one's live. This is a coin, ladies and gentlemen, you want in deep cameo. If you're hunting through older proof sets before 1956, you got to go for the ones with cameo. It doesn't matter what coin it is. All right, great buy there. Oh, nice one. All right, from Mr. Lawrence. There you go. Yeah, Ted Barber. Thank you, sir. We do another one of the Goldilocks there. 29 29D, I believe. Yeah, 29D. Killer semi-key date. Well, only a million of these were made or something like that. This one right here in VF30. It's like $125, somewhere around there. All right, we're going to start this one at $1. There you go. 29D. Tougher than the S Mint and a much lower mintage as well. It's been a while since I had 29D for sale. Especially finding one that's halfway decent looking, because a lot of them are, when you get into the 20s, a lot of them are circulated pretty slick because they were used as intended during that time. So VF is where the kind of like the graph line kind of like shoots straight up price wise. All right. And that one's heading to Lawrence there. Thank you, sir. What's that? Lot 38. All right. All right. We got two top end walkers here. Starting out with this 27S. VF35. I think this is the nicest grade I've ever had of a 27S. I've had others like 28S and, some other ones that are nice high grades, like mid-state 64s. 27S, believe it or not, this is the highest grade I've ever possessed of this one. So even in that grade, it's $275. So that is kind of a general idea of how expensive they get when they hit a certain grade point. This is one of them. They call this condition sensitivity. If you're going to join the grading class on June 20th, Adam will be talking a lot about grade sensitive dates on that one there. All right, there you go. 27S. Yeah, we're starting at $1. We're doing some crazy shit here tonight for the 3rd anniversary. A lot of top-notch keys and semi-keys. We are just going to go ahead and do it. That's right, Jeremy. If it isn't crazy, it ain't shit. So that's a pretty big discount. And it'll straight grade too. That's the funny part. You can send that to PCGS today, and it'll be right in that wheelhouse. And yeah, collect some buckage on that one there. Let's see who wins this. Kenny B. There you go with the Idaho new goldbacks, the quarters. Keep trying. You're going to have a lot more shots. Plus, we'll also throw out a few of the halves and dollars in there, too. So we got some of those big dogs coming up. All right, the last Walker. Pulled this one out of the personal PC. 35. 35. Amazing one here. Of course. Yeah, 315 on this one. And here's what I'm willing to do. This is probably like the only singular coin where I'd be willing to do like a minimum on it. Because outside of that, everything else is $1 starts. So this is not a proof, although it will trick you. It is that nice. 35 is not known to be super satiny, to give it kind of like the opposite of what a proof would look like, but this one is gorgeous. All right, 2 1/4 on that one. And that's a pretty big discount. Let's look at that reverse. Yeah. Yeah, very nice one. Yeah, cherried this one back after high school. 98.99. That I was on a virtual Walking Liberty $50 kick at that time. And I'm happy to say that I kind of had a pick of what I wanted back then. And we were living in Western Nevada, so we were close to the Carson City Mint. And there were a couple of nice dealers over there. But my dad knew someone locally where we lived at that kind of knew a few people with these kind of really nice collections. Lawrence, by the way, thank you, sir. That's a exceptional example there. So we do have some dollars. Couple more kind of odds and ends. Believe it or not, we have a Chinese panda, so we'll throw that in there. These two are sold. We're gonna do the nickel album number 1, Jefferson nickels. It's missing a few coins. It is missing all the silvers, so you'll have to kind of pick and choose your silvers in there. It does have a 39D, 38S, 39S. It does have a 42D Type 1, which is a very tough semi-key. Let's see. It does not have a 50D. That's okay. And that's our other silver. But yeah, this is a total upgraders kind of like project here. Someone wanted to get this one and just like slowly upgrade into like the nicer coins. So there you go. So again, you have the nicer kind of like 30s Denver and San Francisco coins in that one there. We'll start it at $1. So this is for the Whitman that you see here. Okay. There you go. That one is live. Oh, thanks, Gargab. It's always good to be top 100. At the very least, top 100, maybe top 75. And we'll keep doing it till I can't do it any longer. I've talked about it, thought about it with my wife, and what do we have? A good solid maybe year, maybe 2 years to go. Because it is a lot of work, and every time I do these streams, and if they go beyond like an hour and a half, my back gets wrecked on these. I have a relatively easygoing setup. I have a video game chair that I use to do these. But yeah, my shoulders and all that, they get pretty tense and tight. And doing this for over 3 years and so many shows and all that stuff, yeah, you begin to feel it. But I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. All right, here's our other one. Nice one here. This one does not have any of the silvers. It's almost like a duplicate to the previous. So it doesn't have any of the silvers. It's missing the 30 AD out of all things there. Lucifer, congratulations. There you go. You got one of the new goldbacks, by the way. All right. But if you're going to kind of develop a book into something great, this is a good one here. It does have the 50D, which is up top. And then this one does also have the later dates. It's got the proofs, nicer stuff as well. I don't think it's missing anything in the later dates. That one there, which is a 98 Philly. So this is a much more complete book. And then, of course, you got to work on the later dates after 2006. But a pretty nice going album here. No silvers. I'd probably say if you're going to hunt for the silvers, you might as well go for BU coins. It does have the 50D, but yeah, a total upgrade book and a very nice one too. This album is it's about as clean as you could ask for. Who's a professor? All right, who's ready for this one? So you're bidding on the Dansko Jefferson nickel album, which is about 90% complete, missing the silvers, few of the miscellaneous dates in there. 39D or 39D, I believe, is in there, right? Yeah, 39D is in there. It's missing the 38D out of all dates on both of them. All right, there you go. That one's live. So 38D shouldn't be too tough. I mean, we did have one here. Oh, you like, hey, professor. Yeah, it's Shannon Smith in the house, one of the professors. Yeah, Band, your professor on the coin roll hunting class is going to be Shannon Smith, who is in chat as we speak right now. Again, we are doing this one here. Any WP? What do you mean, Christine? What is WP? I probably know it. It's just my brain is fried right now. Marco, we are going to have the links available. We sold the West Point Roosevelt dime earlier, 96W. We will have the links available this weekend. We're just kind of ironing out a few things on the back end. So yeah, we will do an official kickoff video on my YouTube channel once it goes live, and then that'll be your guys' opportunity to sign up. And we are just doing 3 classes, and they're all going to be on June 20. So you could take all 3 classes if you wanted to. It would all occur on the same day, which is cool. You don't have to like show up another like 3 days later to take another class at a time that may not work. And it's going to be on a weekend day. I think we're doing it on a Saturday, which is the 20th. So yeah, stay tuned for that. My wife and I are we're ironing out the webinar portion of it, and then we'll have the links available. So that's probably going to end up being Sunday. Is when that'll go live, and we'll do the video. All right, hey Ox, there you go. Oh, by the way, Ox, I still have your other stuff that I owed you from the other day. Some wheat cent rolls and some other stuff. Your silver war nickels that I promised you. I also have those. Also, I had to find that 45 Philly, and I did. I found it. I think now I've good reason to send it out with this book right here, because I'm going to put in a bigger box for you. Perfect. Yeah, you're gonna get a nice package coming up. I do smell what the Rock is cooking. Yes, I do. I was a WWF WWE lover back in the mid '90s. I guess they were still the WWF. The Roosevelt Dime album. This is a Littleton album. Okay, which are nice. These are nice albums. This one is. It doesn't have any of the early silver dates, so nothing from 46 to 64. However, when we get into the later dates, beyond that, Stevie O, congratulations. We got you one of the new Idaho goldbacks going to be heading your way. Look at this. It's got like all the proofs, and some of the business strike coins are really nice. So it's a plug and play kind of book here. When we get into the later dates, there you go. And there's also some toners in here, which look very nice. When we get to the 90s, there are silver proofs in there. As a matter of fact, in total, there are 8. Look at that thing. There are 8 silver proofs in this album. So, yeah, as far as value goes, that's kind of like what you're getting there, along with all of the other proofs that are in this one. This is an awesome album. If you've never had a Littleton album before, these are actually very nice. They are really quite nice. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this one here. $1 start. Again, it does have 8 90% silver dimes from the 90s, those proof versions, and a ton of other like later dated proofs as well. There you go. That one is live. Come and get it. Beautiful book. You got some silver in there. Yeah, it's a lot of like the tougher work is done with the later dates, which is good news. Again, you just have to plug and play a few of those. You will not be disappointed with that book. Yeah. I watched a lot of the wrestling back in the 80s. It was fun. A lot of fun. Yeah, you had Ric Flair. You had old Sid Justice. You had Junkyard Dog. A lot of those guys. Hulk Hogan. Macho Man. Ultimate Warrior. Back in the heyday. That was a lot of fun. I tell you what. All right. Well, it looks like you got another project on your hands, Rick. Yeah, who is it that has a pretty big wrestling school in Houston? Is that Booker T? Who is that? Oh, Von Erichs. Yeah, it's unfortunate about about what happened to them. They were talented for sure. The two young guys. Yeah, very very sad. Oops. Yeah, we got some slabs there. Let's go ahead and do. We got a few odds and ends here. Whoops. Oops. Yeah, we were all little Hulkamaniacs back in the day. And I guess things went south. When he did that, when he did his show on TV, and everything going on with his wife, and yeah, it got all weird. I'm like, what the heck's going on here? So, let's see. We got a 1994 Jefferson nickel disc clip error right there. All right, so we'll start off with that one there. Yeah, we're coming up close to the end of the show here. We got this pile of like silver and stuff, Morgan's piece. We got all the slabs there. And I will let you guys off tonight. There you go. First one up. 1994 Philly clip error. Look at the edge there. So the clip occurs before the coin was even struck. So it's an overlapping punch out of off the strip. So one planchet or blank was already punched out, and then the next, I guess, punch out overlapped a little bit to that hole. If that makes sense. Mr. Ron Pierce, congratulations. There you go for Donna. Woohoo! 42S. It's got a pull tab right on his head. There you go. There, 42S retained lamination. Laminations have been going blockbuster gangbusters lately. There you go. Retained laminate. Retained is it's still attached to the coin. Whereas a delamination, the lamination piece has fallen off or pulled off. You're welcome, Ron. Always a pleasure, sir. Wow. That one is, I forgot that one was even in here. Mama. All right, Carrie, bruh. With that one there, Law 45. How about this one? 35S, massive delamination. Okay. Looks totally normal on the obverse. Flip that bad boy over, a big old piece of the coin falling off at one point. There you go. Yeah, the bigger the laminations or delaminations, the more they're worth. I think similar ones of this size have sold right around 30, 40 bucks. So that's what I've seen. If you guys have seen my PCMR videos, the pocket change market reports, size definitely does matter on these. Great question, 2 cents. Laminations, it's really easy to understand. It's actually caused by impurities in the alloy mix. You see it quite a bit on nickels, especially the Liberty V series, Buffalo nickels, and then the earlier dates of Jeffersons. going all the way up to the silver war nickels. You saw it quite a bit in the silver war nickels because they are still trying to figure out that composition mess. Half ounce silver, we only have full ounce silver. Actually, I have one full ounce silver. This guy right here. 40th anniversary Panda. One of those things that I don't traditionally see that often. 1982 large date zinc. Insane strike through on that one there. What a mess. So yeah, there was a fair amount of grease on the dies. So when it was striking up the finished product, the coins, with that grease, it was more of a obstruction for the strike. So that's how you get things like this that happen. This is a very major one on this. There you go. That one is live. And you'll probably hear about things like this on one of our workshops this summer. Probably through the cherry picking class, or if we're going to do like an advanced class on errors and varieties, you probably hear about this one on there as well. Again, value is very much tied to the severity of said error. If it's a very weak strike through, I mean, like barely noticeable, it's not worth a whole lot. But when they become something like this, again, you're heading in that $30-$40 range in value, sometimes higher. Condition also still plays a pivotal role in the value of even error coins and varieties. All right, now we'll go into Miss Linda there. We have a 44S Philippines Centavo. All right, these were produced at at our own mints, during World War II and earlier. So this is a very nice, almost red brown specimen. I'm gonna say it's probably more on the brown spectrum, but yeah, a very popular San Francisco minted piece there. All right, Ron Pierce, back-to-back jacks. Good old baseball terminology. There you go. $44S. All right, going to 2 cents. All right, let's do some of these dollars here. That's a beauty. Nice choice, 22S piece dollar. Very, very nice. 22S piece dollar. $1 start. There you go. Yeah, I would sit on the 2009 box too. I wouldn't even consider even opening that. I know it's tempting, Shannon, but I wouldn't open it. There's not too many sealed 2009 LP2s remaining. All right, going to Rick Meister, Oxman. There you go. All right, about BU 83 New Orleans, 83-0 there. $1 start. Yeah, it should never be open. And this is coming from me, Shannon. I'm telling you unequivocally, you should not open that. That's going to be a monster later on in life. 83 New Orleans. All right, going to 2 cents. Woo, lot 50. We're getting there. Yeah, by the way, once we're done with the slabs, we're done for the night. So just want to let you guys know we're out there. Oh, we're not done yet. Saving the best ones for last. How about this one? All right. Key date here. It's actually a problem-free 83S XF40. Which, by the way, in this grade is still like $140. So that gives you some perspective, yet again, on value to grade. All right, $1 start on an 80. If you need an 83S, that is nice and acceptable, and it's got a look that you'll love. This is the one right here, ladies and gents. 83S. Boom. Oh, Shannon, not with that attitude. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. '83S, ladies and gents, one of the keys. The '80s keys, I guess you could say. One of my favorite dates. If I could find like a mid-state 65 of this, I'd be happy as a clam. But you know, sometimes it doesn't quite work out that way. Um, this thing is really nice. Look at that toning too. A 21S. And in case you guys are wondering, in this grade, by the way, in a 63, this thing is awesome. Yeah, 2.25, and that's without the toner tax as well. This is a beauty. All right. Hey, Gold Digger Girl, great question. I don't have any professional kind of like. I don't have an answer that sounds intelligent enough to give you at this current time. You know, maybe if I have like a whiskey sour or an old fashioned, I may be able to drum up some sort of mess for you. But yes, I did, Ingon. I have that in my saved. I'm not buying it. I have a vested interest in what it'll go for. You know, for educational purposes, actually. All right, big one here, ladies and gents. A 21S. Wow. So it's got nice kind of like a wood grainy toning to it. Oh man, it's amazing. All right, going to Lawrence. Nice one there. Yeah, some pretty good deals tonight. 1878, just an AU 53-ish. Seven tail feather. VAM 116, hit list 40. All right. Doubled P in pluribus, and a doubled 1 and 8 in the date. 1 and the last 8. Last 8, yeah. Yeah, $300. Very tough one there. When you get to like hit list territory on VAMs, it's serious money. Yeah, we'll start this one at $1. Things haven't quite worked out on like the higher top tier stuff tonight, but that's okay, you know. I'm happy you guys are getting some pretty nice pieces for your collection. That works. Always means a lot, and I hope you guys enjoy the third anniversary offerings. 1878, seven tail feather, VAM 116, hit list 40. Yeah, still got a little luster in there. Again, socked up to the protected devices, the letters and denticles and all that great stuff. Nice one there. Going to Tulsa Steve. Exceptional pickup, my friend. All right, and this was my daughter's. She's like, I'm ready to sell this, Dad. I want to buy a Lego set with it. I'm like, well, the Lego set you want, my dear, is actually a lot more than what this one is. 2022 Chinese panda, very cute. I mean, come on now. So all the proceeds of this coin go to my daughter to buy her ridiculous Avengers Tower Lego, which is like $500. There you go. All right, so we'll start this one at $1. There you go. Let her rip. Baby Blues offering in this one. Yeah, the one she wants is 500 Silver Fox. Yeah, Robert. Yeah, that works. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. I told her that's about where it's worth, you know. Let's see here. Giveaways wise, we're gonna do these slabs, starting every single one at $1. Bring on the slabs. All right, so we got this giveaway here. We're gonna do a couple of the halves. So I'll put these out. So let's see. I'll throw out a third one there. Maybe. Yeah. And then one of the dollars. Yeah, these are the new Idahos, by the way. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then we have, of course, our bicentennial big, large metal. All right. Jeremy, what's wrong, my friend? Believe it or not, no, there's no seated in these. Is she done for the night? Yeah, she's having issues with that nose of hers. Yeah, she's been having bloody noses lately. We might have to take her to urgent care, get that cauterized. Babe, are you heading home? Yeah, that chlorine's gonna dry her nose out even more. Well, she'll have to flush it out with saline when she gets home. All right, we're going to start from the front. First one up, 1961, Roosevelt dime. CAC G graded mid-state 64. It's a nice one, actually. All right, so let's go ahead and start with that one there. And there you go. That one's live. $0.02. There you go. You got one of the quarter. You got the last quarter, I believe. All right, for 2 cents also. So 2 cents picking up the giveaway and also the slab. No. Yeah, surprisingly, I don't have any Mercuries. I usually do. No, no Mercuries. Shoot. I want to keep this one. I think because it's part of the pinball collection, which ironically is all Roosevelt dimes. It's weird. I'm gonna keep that one. All right, so this is cool to have. I'm kind of like these are almost like experimental slabs, and I kind of wish that Annex would have done these, as opposed to their current generation of slabs that are all weirdly shaped with a beveled kind of top to them. At the very least, these look more normal. 2009 Philly was that formative years on the Annex experimental slab there. I think they only did these specifically for this series, but they did it as a tester. I like them though. They look like normal. So this is the Philadelphia version. You just like them because when you stack them in the box or whatever, you can actually see the description of the coin on that top beveled edge. $67 red, by the way, is the numerical grade, in case you're wondering. Yeah, if you're a lover of this series, this 100-year anniversary series, and this kind of unique Annex slab, yeah, these might be pretty interesting to you, or it might be something you want. Oh yeah, I love the old Annex soap boxes. Robert, I'll look and see if I have a capsule. I usually have a couple of them floating around, so I don't see why I can't find one for you. Airtight, I guess. All right, so that one's going to Salty. All right, we also have the Denver version of the same holder. There you go. That one's live. So that one there looks like to be a crack. So that one does have a crack in the slab. It's on the back though. Yeah, pretty plain on the reverse. It's got a small square Annex hologram. Yeah, pretty interesting little encasement there on that one. All right, so Salty running it back there. By the way, next giveaway, we're doing a half. So that one there. There is a Philadelphia Professional Life. Let's see. Same label design. Let's see. Rick Herr. Congratulations. You got one of the half Idaho goldbacks. That was giveaway number 21. All right. Not all right. There you go. That one's live. Philadelphia Professional Life. Keep in mind, much lower mintage on these. Quite a bit lower, as a matter of fact. Next giveaway is another half. Half Idaho goldback. 2 cents. We're actually going to give that away as the final giveaway on the night. All right, Miss Linda. There you go. Lot number 58. And then the last one of these annex holders is actually the Denver version of the Professional Life. There you go. Again, that experimental annex holder that they only did specifically for this series. Maybe. That 67 in these, I think, is obtainable. 68, however, it's a different story. I think that's pretty much the top end for a lot of these. Yeah, I probably wouldn't cross them. There you go, Linda. We have, let's see, 2007 S Proof 69 DCAM, Utah Proof Quarter, with the flag label on there. No, I wouldn't cross it. Well, first of all, the slab is way too unique, and you would be I don't know. Well, crossing over, there's no guarantees. Utah. What's the state slogan? Utah's for lovers. Oh wait, no, it's Virginia. There you go. Number 60 for Dave. There you go, sir. All right, you guys probably would like this one. The Maryland. I love the Maryland flag. Yeah, I grew up with that flag because we used to live in Maryland. That's a perfect 70. Perfect 70. Top grade on a Maryland. How cool is that? There you go. I don't know how much a Proof 70 is in these. Probably what, $60? Somewhere around there. But nonetheless, pretty cool. We sell more ladies' lingerie than any other state. Is that true? Well, their license plate for a while, I think they've changed it. It used to say Ski Utah, because they have, ski resorts. Well, so does Nevada, so does California. So by itself, not completely like unique. You got skiing in Colorado, Wyoming. D-Land, J something another. There you go. You got one of the halves. One of a couple. Guess what? Now we're on to the doll hairs. So next one up is a $1 Idaho goldback with the whatchamacallit on there. Hey, there is nothing wrong with Nevada. I lived there for a while. There you go. Tough date, washing quarter. Proof, 55. A little bit of toning on the reverse. This one is a proof 64. There you go. That one's live. Yeah, world's biggest data center. Yep, that's what I heard. Hey, Steve, much appreciated, sir. Have a great weekend, by the way. I've driven through Utah a number of times. The Beehive State. That's what they're known as. It's actually all on their state highway patrol cars. They got a beehive as their little insignia. Donna. All right. Hey, look at this. We got halves. That's a nice one there. A 65 SMS in 67. Holy crap. There you go. This is a 1965 special mint set. You know, they're silver and whatever. There you go. And by the way, that's a great grade. A lot of them are usually like mid-state 65s and 6s. So this one is definitely an overachieving little animal here. And many more. At least one more. I want to hit the 5-year mark before I decide to hang it up. All right, going to Linda. We have a matching second coin. Look at this. This one looks more proof than anything else. It's even got a little frost on those devices. No, not marriage. On whatnot, Shannon. Pincher, are they Philadelphia's? Yes, I think 450 is fair. That's a 500-ish is where the market has been on those. Actually, they're probably a little higher than that. But yeah, 450 is incredibly fair. $69? Oh. Yeah, it is a special strike. Okay, well, we do have a 67 in 67, so we have the matching trio here. I thought maybe one was a lower grade. $67 in 67. All right, another one for Miss Linda there. $58D in Mid-State 64, Frankie Boy. Nice. There you go. No, salty. I don't think so. Yeah, because I put it in order here. Descending order, I guess you could say. All right, for 2 cents. $61 and $64. That's a mouthful. Hey, penny pincher, 54. You got the first $1 Goldilocks there. How you like them apples? Okay, we're going to do another doll hair. 61 and 64. All right, for 2 cents. So that's my birthday. That works. 62 and 4 as well. There you go. Getting on the givey, we got 2 giveaways remaining. We got one for another one of the $1 goldbacks. Actually, for this one here, we're actually going to do a half and a dollar. You can't beat that, folks. This is a 62 and 4. For Mr. Reagan. Another 62 and 4. This is the only dupe I have, by the way. Sorry about that. There you go. Toning on the reverse. Looks like veins. 62 Philly, Business Strike, Frankie Boy in 64. Okay, for Lawrence. $63D and 4. Woohoo! There you go. It's cool I have all these, and they're all in the same numerical grade. That would actually make for a pretty cool set. Not one that's going to particularly break the bank, and it's all going to be consistent. I don't think there's any one particular date, especially without the full bell lines, that you could say it's going to be a stopper. Even going back all the way to 48 for any of them. There's a 63 Philly NGC soap bar. That's what they call this. It doesn't have the normal prongs in 64. Oops, there you go. Butterfingers. Some people love the look of these, as do I. I love the look of the prongless holders. 63 Philly. All right. There you go, Lawrence. Couple remaining. Sorry to throw this one in on you. Another soap bar. 63D, guess what? Grade higher in 63, or 65 rather. Mid-state 65. So we had one that was a higher grade than all of them. There you go. Yeah, you can't tell. Yeah, especially if it was like a capless half or something like that that had edge lettering. Or maybe the John Adams double edge lettering error on the presidential dollar coin. They put in one of these slabs, that'd be a swing and a miss. I'm like, yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose of actually seeing the goods. Or the missing edge lettering presidential coins. All right, Alex, there you go. Yeah, not too big of a premium above a 64 on a 5 there, especially on that date. Oh, this one's actually neat. I mean, it's a tougher semi-key 29S. This was one of the promotional Stax 57th Street collection, kind of like not sample slabs, but promotional slabs that they did for the event. So 29S. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this one here. This is the last slab, by the way. $29S Stax Bowers 57th Street collection. Genuine. Pretty neat one. Getz got the giveaway. Dave winning this one. Oh, you saw those, huh? All right, final giveaway is rolling, and it's on the Franklin Mint Bicentennial Medal. That thing's huge. And it's thick. It's a brick. It's a circular brick. That's what that is. And it's like proof. It's pretty amazing. This one is going to go to PCGS for a crossover because this is a 5 all day long. There's no way this thing's a 4, and it's toned too. So I don't know if someone wants that. Just got this one, the toned at 74 Mexico 20 centavos. It's a monster there. Price on what, 2 cents? Whatever it's priced at, it's gonna be heavily in your favor. Okay. So in 64, it's $550. In 65, it jumps all the way up to $1,250. So if anyone wanted to do this one, because realistically, I'm not going to be able to send this off until like this fall anyways. I just won't have time for it. But if someone wanted to take a flyer on it, again, it's going to be priced heavily in the favor of anyone that wants it. Of course, don't feel obligated to, because you do need to send it out. But $650 comes back at 5. Boom, you make 5 bills, 6 bills, or whatever. But yeah, someone wanted to try that, and it's a spectacular day. It's 1888. It's one of the very, very desirable dates of that one. This one right here, the 74 toner. This one is actually not too bad. I have other ones like this, various dates, you know, they're like $300-400, especially the tone ones, because I was collecting very heavily on these. But only 100 on this one, and that's taking money off. I probably had this one at like 175 or somewhere around there. Just got this one. So, yeah, it's double-sided toner too. Yeah. This one we've had before. This one will end up probably at GC, Great Collections. Someone wanted this one. I think I did this one last time. There was actually some interest in it. It's about an $800 to $1,000 coin. But you know, 350 on the toned 57D. The green Silver Eagle. Yeah, I'll probably do this on this one too. 350 on that. So we got 5 seconds left on the giveaway there. Let's see who gets this one. Way to go, 420. Congratulations. There you go. Well, unless someone wants something else, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you guys for tuning in on the 3rd anniversary show. You guys are amazing, per usual. I will let you guys know when You're Welcome 420. Oh, that's the big toned Morgan. I know you wanted big Morgans. There you go. $1,200 on that one. Someone wants that one. Ah, Scott. No, you don't want the routing number. You want the tracking number. So I'll send that to you. Yeah, you don't want my routing number. I don't give that away normally, like Social Security numbers. All right, well, I'm going to get out of here, ladies and gents. You guys have a great weekend. Again, I'll keep you guys updated on the next Whatnot show. I'm going to say 2 weeks, okay, bar anything else going on. And then this weekend we'll have the links ready to go for the workshops. So I'll let you guys know that as well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and create a raid. Kingdom Currency. We're going to go visit Sam for a little while. You guys have a wonderful weekend, and I shall talk to you guys here real soon. All right. See you guys.